What's up everyone, I'm Sebastian and this is Strength Stuff, and today I'm going to talk about a topic that's going to be super common moving into the new year with a lot of novices coming into the gym and people who have been away from training in a while re-emerging. Now typically when people who come into the gym who are uncomfortable, their first inclination is to people watch. They see what kind of exercises people are doing, what kind of weight people are lifting, and what people are wearing. Now for this video I'm going to focus on that third one and specifically talking about lifting shoes. Now if you go to the gym nowadays, especially towards the squat rack area, and you look at everyone who's there, more so often than not everyone seems to be wearing a lifting shoe or some kind of apparatus like that, straps or a belt or something. Now this is super detrimental because it creates an environment in which people who are new to lifting or novices think that to be successful and to lift as these guys are lifting and so forth, they need to go and they need to buy it. They need to go run to their fitness stores and go buy a pair of lifting shoes. But the problem stems from the fact that lifting shoes in particular, if you don't know what a lifting shoe is, it's a shoe with a lifted platform. It's a platformed heel. It's about an inch and a half maybe depending on the shoe, and it helps in getting greater depth in your squat or increasing your deadlift capability. Now with that being said, a lot of people are going with poor ankle mobility, and they're jumping straight into wearing lifting shoes, having never done squats or deadlifts ever, because that's what they see everyone else is doing. Now this is a problem. On an aside, one of the most fundamental aspects in the kinetic chain of your squats and your deadlifts and your overhead press and stuff like that is ankle mobility. The ability for the ankle to operate in its full range of motion, to plantar flex into dorsiflex. This is huge in getting a nice great amount of depth in your squat, and to keep the bar nice and close to you on your deadlift setup while maintaining a flat back. Now what happens with this is people who sit a lot at work or commute a lot, they develop very limited ankle mobility or no ankle mobility whatsoever, and they're jumping into exercises and they're jumping in straight with lifting shoes to further facilitate that poor ankle mobility. So essentially the purpose of the lifting shoe is to take your ankle from a flat plane on the floor, and because of the raised heel, it raises the ankle 30 degrees, which facilitates that immobility in the ankle and adapts to it. It allows you to squat for depth with immobile ankles by raising the ankle some 30 degrees or however many depending on the shoe. Now this is detrimental long term because especially with squats and deadlifts, it's very much so a nervous system game. The brain and the nervous system tells the muscles what it needs to do, but when you start introducing external apparatuses, lifting shoes, belts, straps, the nervous system realizes that, okay, the belts, the straps, and the shoes are going to do X, Y, and Z. We don't need to instruct the body to do that because those apparatuses are going to take care of that aspect for us. We can divert our attention elsewhere. But long term, you're never going to improve that ankle mobility because you're consistently over time worsening it by wearing those shoes. It's like a woman who wears high heels for 9 hours a day. They develop bunions and tight calves. There's a lot of things that can happen long term that are detrimental. So what I'm going to encourage you guys to do is, before you go out and you buy your lifting shoes or your weighted belts because you see everyone else doing it, is to go in and you need to start with the foundation, with the fundamentals. Can you squat? Can you deadlift? Can you overhead press with the mechanics of the body that you currently have? And if you can, good. Improve those foundations, improve upon it until you are one of those intermediate lifters or advanced lifters, and then you can start integrating some of the external apparatuses. And if you cannot do that, then it's time to start working on those foundations, working on that mobility, working on that range of motion, because you're not yet to the point where you can just jump straight into deadlifts or straight into low bar squats. Whatever it is, to kind of be cautious of where you are and to develop where you need to develop. Just because you see a lot of guys with their Under Armour lifting shoes and big weight belts and doesn't mean that's what you need to go jump in and to do to be successful. Those guys, more so often than not, have been lifting for a number of years. So that's it. As always, guys, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment below how your experiences using like lifting shoes and stuff like that. I'm in no way trying to besmirch it, but I want to make sure that people know what they're getting into, the benefits and the detriments, because more so often people see that, oh, I can squat deeper with these on, these must be great and cause no harm whatsoever, and that's not the case. But as always, thanks a lot, guys. Take care.